Okay, this is the mental workflow for paper M1. This is phase 1 and this is phase 2, which are the most critical phases. What I do in the first phase, it's a short review. I start with the EPO communication and I try to solve those provisions. I don't have so many. So I typically have 54 novelty, 56 inventive step, 84 clarity, 123 subject matter beyond original disclosure, 53C, this is just an exemplary edition here, that is method of surgery or diagnostic methods on human and animal body, but this edition here, this provision here represents the whole Article 53 as a general, the most frequently occurring case in such amendment papers in the past. I have included here 53C. And you could have also 43.2, Rule 43.2 cases. This is about the number of independent claims. I will come to this. So just to make a list of your provisions according to which the examiner, the EPO, officially objects based on your claim set on file. Okay. So next step is to check your closest prior art. Still, I'm reading the EPO communication, so the examiner will typically provide you the information that if any claim is, any claim's novelty is destroyed by a certain citation, or if not, if any claim does not involve an inventive step, because there is a closed prior art, and the examiner typically applies problem solution approach to demonstrate that there is no inventive step involvement. Okay, this is the typical situation when I start my paper. So it's a good idea to try to establish the position of the examiner. The examiner might think that a certain citation is novelty destroying and a certain citation is the starting document for inventive step. So it's good to note these, and we will be taking from this point and work on the objections during our amendments while we conduct the surgery on the wording of the claim, particularly starting with the main claim. Next step is the client's letter. Quickly read the client's letter. Just note any requests, suggestions, and commercial goals. There are three kind of categorical titles. The client might ask you something, or could have something in his mind to suggest you, or can mention about specific commercial needs. All right. So try to just mark down any unconventional requests which sounds risky, such as deletions, additions, broadening, anything you find inappropriate at first look at this stage. So be always wary of the business variants. The client will typically tell you that some commercial goals are prominent. Just try to take a note on these. Okay, now we move on to the second stage. We do the same, but this time we just spend more time. Now we have, after the first phase, a more elaborate picture of the client's letter alongside with the EPO communication, right? Then we might have, a chance to review everything in more detail to make this time decisions. Okay, so I need to have my list of objections in relation with certain provisions. I need to know against which claim there is a novelty objection, and against which combination is used under 56 against a certain claim, which wording is found to be violating 84. The thing is that you will always, this is a good news, all right? You will always have a direct area of interest, which means if you have a clarity objection, you will know which wording is actually is contravening Article 84. So it's no guesswork. The examiner will typically tell you that this wording is not clear, all right? And she will also typically tell you that this wording, constitutes addition of subject matter, unallowable. So you will know what is not in line, which is not meeting requirements of the EPC. You will have the full list of unallowable subject matter. Okay, so you have also noted, right, which features trigger each objection. You have now relations alongside the objections in alongside with the provisions, and at the other side you have the specific problematic parts in the language of the claim. All right. Okay. This is a good point. This is the point where we continue from where we take and continue on working. So I'm checking the client's letter in more detail now and try to, make sure that certain requests are unallowable. Okay. If the client, for example, mentions about clarifying something, this is usually good because if this matches also with the demands of the examiner, which is perfect. But sometimes you will have some, inappropriate requests from the client, such as these will typically due to some commercial, expectations to protect something which will not be possible according to the current stage of the file, such as broadening will typically not be allowed. And for example, deleting a feature from the main claim would cause typically an extension of originally not supported combination, extension of subject matter, etc. So you will know also in comparison with the examiner's objections in the report, you will know would it be possible to move on in a certain direction. Please note in here that the client's requests might introduce additional issues not present for the time being in the report. So the client has also seen the report, of course, but the client is not, has no legal expertise and is just telling you he is, I will say, naive demands in terms of the applicability of the legal provisions. You are the responsible one, and it might look very, legitimate at first sight, but you should always check particularly Article 123(2). And these traps, I would say, are usually, inserted in the lines of the client's letter.